Okay, hi class. So Assalamualaikum again. So this will be the last subtopic for this chapter 3, which is about a distribution type that we will learn for this chapter, discrete random variable. Okay, so I mentioned here this is a distribution for discrete random variable because in the next chapter, chapter 4 later on, you will see the distribution type also, but that distribution type is for cumulative random variable. Okay, right. So yeah, just forget about it. Just focus on discrete random variable first. Okay, so distribution type, we have three types here. Okay, we have the first one is we call it as a binomial distribution. Okay, and the second one we have hypergeometric. And the last one, the third one will be the Poisson, okay, Poisson distribution. So we have three, okay. So now we go to the first one, the first type. Here we have a binomial. Okay, so I just give you an idea what's the binomial and so on. Okay, you need to differentiate these three, okay, because these three will be different ways. I mean, for this to answer these three distribution, it will use a different method lah. Okay, of course, different ways, different distribution, different method. So you need to identify that question is binomial, hypergeometric, or Poisson. So that's the important part lah. So before we go to that part, to solve the question, okay, this is the important points that you need to know. Okay, for the binomial method, for the binomial distribution, they have 5 conditions that you should know. Okay, the first one, they are n identical trials. So means that they have n is a number, okay, number of trials, okay, number of trials, and each trial must be only have 2 possible outcomes. Which is macam, for example, if you still remember chapter 1, we learn outcomes, for example, head or tail, right? When we throw a coin, whether you get head or tail, just 2, right? Or when we, what else? Coin lagi? Macam itulah, okay? Coin, head and tail, right? But for this chapter, we denote as the possible outcome that we get, we denote it as success and failure. Okay, 2 possible outcome yang kita ada tadi, satu tu adalah success ataupun berjaya, another one is fail. Okay, so for success we use P to represent it, and for failure we use Q to represent it. And when the total must be P plus Q must be equal to 1. Okay, class. So this is still we use same properties like before this. We have, if we have what we call probability, for each, when we sum all the probability must be equal to 1. Okay, so same goes for this case lah, when P plus Q must be equal to 1. Alright, so the third or the fourth one, the trials are independent, okay, and then the last one, we are interested in X, whereas the X is actually the number of success. Okay, tadi kita ada 2, we have 2 success and failure, so we want to focus on success. Okay, actually kalau success ni bukan maksud dia, okay, I think that one we will hold first. So I will explain later, okay. So what for now, we just accept these 5 conditions. So as that we focus is on the number of success, okay, we observe of number of success. Alright, okay, now we go to the formula that we should do, or that we should use for the binomial. So this is the formula. So the probability, of course lah, Px. And then this one lah, okay. If you already watched my video, the previous video, I already have the example regarding this one, okay, and I already upload the picture of the calculator where we can get the NCR. Okay, alright, so you may watch that video first for those yang belum tengok. So you need to watch this video because it's important for you how to how to use the calculator to get your this form lah. Okay, so I give so you can see that they have N, they have F, they have P, they have Q. So P, as I mentioned just now, P is your success, Q is the failure, of course lah. So P here is represent the probability of success and Q is represent the failure. Okay, so you can see that. So if class, if your question didn't mention your Q, for example, it give you P, they bagi you P value, but it doesn't give you Q. You can find your Q or not? Yes, you still can find your Q because of Q is equal to 1 minus P. So you have P just now, right? So 1 minus P, so you will get your Q. So either one lah, if they have give you Q, so that means you still can find your P. Okay, so salah satu, okay, either one. Alright, and X is a number of success. This one yang I mean the condition number 5 just now, right? Success, we focus on success. And N minus S is a number of failure. Okay, so N minus S tak ada pun dalam kat sini lah formula dia. Alright. So we just substitute what we have later on. Kalau dalam example nanti you already have this. Okay, this one will be given in your question in the question. So you just substitute into this formula. So you will get the probability of it. Alright. So we also have here mean, variance and standard deviation. So I just focus for mean and variance because we know that standard deviation will be from the variance, right? Square root of variance. So for binomial distribution, this is the mean formula. Okay, mu is equal to NP. Okay, and please class, I hope that you still you familiar with the term. Okay, mean and expected value is the same thing. Okay, I already show you in the previous video, right? Expected value means a mean. Okay, expected value itu adalah mean. And sometimes we also use a word average. Average also is a mean. Okay, alright, so then we have a variance here. So yeah, simple, you just multiply N your P, and for variance NPQ, that's it. That one is for binomial. Okay, so now we go to the hypergeometric. Okay, hypergeometric, they have two conditions here. So it's about a random sample. Okay, class, so the keyword here is a random sample. I hope that you are still remember all these terms because random sample, I already explained it in chapter 1. What's meant by random sample, what's meant by population, and so on, right? So random sample actually is a small group. I mean, for example, we have a big group. Okay, big group. Okay, we have N here. N is a big one. The total of everything, like for example, UTEM, the whole UTEM we denote as N, for example, As random sample of size N, the small n here is represent a small group. For example, FKP. So N just now, the capital N is represent UTEM, the big one, the whole items. Okay, and so small n we choose a small group, which is for example faculty FKP. Okay, FKP itself lah. So you can see the difference between random sample and also N, small n and the big N. Okay, so you can see if for the binomial here, we just have only N. So that's the difference between binomial and also hypergeometric. So you need to identify now. From now on, you need to identify which, because when you get the question doesn't state you need to use what distributions. You need to know by yourself. Okay, you need to know by yourself. You need to digest the question, and then you see what's given here. So means that from that you will identify the correct distribution. So the B, second one, K of n item may be classified as success. So here also is find the probability of success and failure lah. Okay, but it's a different alphabet. It is not no longer P and Q, but it use K. K. Okay, so this is the formula that we use to find the probability. Okay, to find the probability for hypergeometric, this is how it's quite complicated. You can see that it's quite complex, but it's not. Okay, what we do is just substitute the value. Okay, so when you get the question later on, you will have this value K, this value S, so you just substitute and make sure you know how to press your calculator. Okay, this one important, I already highlight it. You may refer to the previous video as I mentioned just now. Okay, I already uploaded. You learn the picture of the calculator itself, so you can look at that part. at the video lah, okay, or pictures. So then we have mean and also variance. So mu and p is similar like the binomial, but it's different on this variance. Okay, we go to the last one. Okay, I just explained first all the types. Later we will see the example. Okay, so for the Poisson we have three conditions. Actually, I could say that not the condition. The first one is important lah. Okay, the first one, the condition number one is X is the number of outcomes occurring during a given unit of time or space. So this is the keyword in class. Keyword. When you get the question and when the question mentioned about time, that will be the Poisson distribution. Okay, so I mean mungkin kat sini you tak nampak lagi dia punya bukan susah, dia tak susah, tapi mungkin you tak nampak lagi nak bezakan how to differentiate when you get the question, how to answer this one, what type of distribution lah. So you need to identify the hint or the keyword here. So as I mentioned, for Poisson it will be stated there the time. Okay, dia ada masa, dia akan not masa, dia akan bagi satu duration. So means that will be a Poisson. Okay, there will be a Poisson. And when it involves its sample size, it will be the hypergeometric. Alright? Okay, so I think these two is not so important. The first one is so important for you to differentiate this Poisson or what. Okay, so this is the formula. So Px and lambda here. Okay, lambda here is the mean. Okay, of occurrence in an interval. So adalah lambda. Okay, the symbol of lambda here is adalah average of the interval. Dia akan bagi nanti okay, interval dia apa, time ke apa. So nanti kita ni lah. So we explain more on when we solve the example later. So lambda exponential is this value. So you can just press your calculator exponential. Okay, and x is your x lah. Alright, so this is your mean. Okay, oh alamak, class this mean is wrong. Okay, this mean is wrong. Okay, I think I replaced the wrong. This is hypergeometric. Okay, alright. I hope that you can refer to the PDF. PDF notes. Okay, you ignore this one. Okay, the rest will be correct lah. Okay, so you refer to the PDF. Okay. Alright, so this is this is the correct one, class. Okay, this one the correct one. Okay, so this is the table, or I already summarized it. So we have three, right? We have binomial, hypergeometric, and Poisson. So this will be the probability, how to find for binomial, and this is for hypergeometry, and this is for Poisson, and this one, all this one mean, median, mean, variance, and standard deviation for each distribution. Okay. Alright, so this one the correct one, class. Okay, this one the correct one. Okay, last example. Okay, for example, I will show you in the next video because they have a lot of handwriting that I need to make. So I will use or I will record. Okay, not in this video, but I will record for another video only for example of this distribution. Okay, and class, don't forget your cup. So what is your cup? So you need to refer back on the first 5 or first 4 slide, if I'm not mistaken. Dalam slide second slide kedua, ketiga. Okay, wait, I just show you. Okay, class, this one what I mean by cup. I don't know whether you realize this or not. Okay, this is not just a template, but this is what I write here. Take and bring along your cup. So what is your cup? Okay, this one is just sembang-sembang lah. Okay, if you want to end this video also tak masalah, you can off this video. Okay, so C is for concentrate. So I hope that you are give fully concentration in our class, even though this is not a face-to-face class, this is just a recording class, but I just imagine that you are in front of me. Okay, and then for you is stand for understand. Okay, after you concentrate, okay, you will get your understanding for that topics. And the last one, practice make perfect. Memang ayat tu basi dah kan, memang jemu kan, tapi that's the 100% correct. Okay, you need to practice lagi-lagi for maths, right? Okay class, so I think that's all for this for now. So I will upload the next video example, but I'm not sure whether maybe a bit delay, but I hope that you will keep looking at your learn. Okay, I will upload later lah. Alright, okay, bye guys, see you.